Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series. We have more of the Queen's Crown tournament for you here tonight. Natalia was able to progress in this tournament against Naomi, and she is going up against Charlotte Flair here tonight. But before we get into this, we're going to head backstage quickly. We've got the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Hey Finn, can we talk for a sec? Yeah, sure. What's up? Look Finn, I've been thinking about our last match at Extreme Rules. We barely scraped by, and honestly our teamwork was a mess. We can't afford another performance like that, especially with the target on our backs as champions. Damian, I hear what you're saying, and I agree. Extreme Rules wasn't our best showing, but trust me, I'm focused on those tag titles. We'll get back on track. Alright, I hope so. Because I need to know that you're fully in this partnership, Finn. Damian, you have my word, I'm all in on this. Speaking of commitments, I wanted to let you know I'm entering the King of the Ring tournament. My match is tonight. Oh, I see. That's unexpected. Yeah, I've been wanting to prove myself on the singles level for a while now. But don't worry Finn, this doesn't change anything between us, we're still partners. Yeah, of course. Good luck out there tonight, Damian. So, things are looking a little bit shaky in the Judgment Day at the moment. During their title defense at Extreme Rules, like Damian said, their teamwork wasn't really up to par, to be honest, and their chemistry wasn't there either. They weren't clicking together, but yeah, we're gonna have to see how things go moving forward. But as I said, here tonight we got female action for you, the Queen's Crown tournament. The self-proclaimed queen looking to progress to the final and head to Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. She's going up against Natalia. Natalia with a shock victory against Naomi a couple of weeks back. Both of them had their debut in Universe Mode. Naomi didn't have the greatest start, obviously, to her Universe Mode career by suffering that defeat, unfortunately. And Charlotte Flair was able to topple Zoe Stark to head to this matchup here tonight. So big opportunity for both of these superstars. Potential title opportunity if they're able to progress to Crown Jewel and then be successful there. They will get a title opportunity, and I'm not sure if I'd want to be either of these superstars, considering the fact that Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey are currently in a bit of a tug and war over that title. Although Ronda Rousey did state that she's waiting till SummerSlam to use her rematch, so potentially one of these two could maybe try and sneak in the door and maybe take that title from Rhea Ripley before SummerSlam. But I'm not even sure if you want to get into that picture. But here we go, let's do this. So ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, Queen of the Ring semi-final underway. So the winner between these two is going to be heading to Crown Jewel, and they'll be going to the Queen's Crown tournament final and potentially earning themselves a world title opportunity if they're able to be successful at Crown Jewel. But Charlotte Flair on the top rope now, and Natalia catching her out of midair there and slamming her down to the canvas. Natalia has been kind of impressive, to be honest, so far. She picked up I would say a bit of a shock victory over Naomi on Naomi's debut in Universe Mode this year. Natalia's debut as well. I was half expecting Naomi to come out on top during that one, but Natalia was able to get the victory there. So who's to say she can't do another shock here tonight? Charlotte Flair, though, is going to be one hell of a challenge, especially considering the fact that she's the self-proclaimed queen of WWE, diving over the top rope to the outside there. And this is the Queen's Crown tournament, so Charlotte Flair is going to have that extra motivation to win this tournament. But these two on the outside now. Natalia sending Charlotte Flair over towards the barricade. And now Natalia with Charlotte Flair up on her shoulder, and Natalia with a running power slam onto the concrete outside the ring. My goodness. Natalia pulling out all the stops at the moment, and oh, Charlotte Flair is able to get the upper hand now. We obviously don't want a count out victory here, and Charlotte Flair is aware of that as she heads back into the ring. And now Natalia with a wicked clothesline takes down Charlotte Flair into the cover now. Could this one be all over? Has Charlotte Flair got any fight left? Yes, she does. Big kick out by Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte able to take advantage. Now with Natalia up onto the shoulder and hanging her up on the top rope. Throat across the top rope there, and Charlotte Flair into the cover, but Natalia showing that resiliency. Now sending Natalia back outside the ring again is Charlotte Flair. Natalia quickly back to her feet though. She's unable to take advantage though. Charlotte Flair wiser to it. And Charlotte Flair into a suplex onto the concrete floor. These two are going to leave everything in between those ropes into the steel ring post there. The LED screen. Charlotte Flair just asking the crowd if they recognise who the Queen really is. And Charlotte Flair up on the top rope now. Diving to the outside and wiping out Natalia. Natalia's in big trouble right now. Charlotte Flair is really starting to kick into the gears. Charlotte Flair's finding her groove, and that's something that you don't want to allow Charlotte to do. Once she hits top gear, that's about it done for you, to be honest. It's hard to come back once Charlotte Flair gets on top of things. Now heading back into the ring, these two. Charlotte Flair sending Natalia into the ropes. Looked like Charlotte went for the spear, but she missed, and then Natalia with a spear of her own. Now Charlotte back to her feet. And Charlotte Flair going underneath and into the spear this time, connecting. Charlotte Flair, is she going to go for the cover? Potentially, but... Or is she going to go for a submission hold, maybe? Maybe she's going to go for the figure four. It looks like she's going for it. Charlotte Flair's going to try and make Natalia tap out. My word, and she's going into the bridge. Can she get it locked in? No, she can't. Looked like maybe she wasn't able to get that locked in there. Maybe Natalia was able to block it, and a huge chop. And now Charlotte Flair connecting with the natural selection into the cover. This one's surely all over. Charlotte Flair to progress in the Queen's Crown tournament. An impressive display. Charlotte Flair heads to Crown Jewel. So Charlotte Flair with one hell of an opportunity. Who will she be facing at Crown Jewel? It will be one hell of a showdown. She could potentially be facing her former best friend, Becky Lynch, the Man. But we'll have to wait and see who progresses from SmackDown and heads towards Crown Jewel. I think you all know why I'm here. I was unbeaten, dominating every opponent that crossed my path. But then Gunther, the so-called unstoppable champion, give me a break. I had him beat. Everyone saw it. But the referee, the idiot, missed it. And now I'm left empty-handed. I will spare us the sob story, kid. We've all heard it before. The fact is, Gunther is on another level right now. And well, Dominic, you just don't measure up. Oh, look who decided to grace us with his presence, Mr. I Can't Buy a Victory, AJ Styles. The self-proclaimed phenomenal one. What did you come here, to show off your losing streak? Ha! Self-proclaimed. Listen here, I came to offer you a reality check, kid. Gunther is too much for you to handle right now. But lucky for you, there's still hope. You want a shot at Gunther, I want a shot at Gunther. So how about we prove who is the worthy opponent? You and me, one-on-one next week in a #1 contenders match. You're on. But just remember, when I beat you and go on to take down Gunther, you'll have no one else to blame but yourself. Prepare for another loss, deadbeat. Oh, okay. What's going on? Oh! AJ Styles did not take too kindly to that. Styles clash onto the concrete floor. Oh my goodness. And he's just leaving Dominic there. Well, we've got a #1 contenders match next week. But as for now, we're moving on into the next bit of action, and we have that King of the Ring match. So Damian Priest earlier on tonight did tell Finn Balor, his tag team partner, that he's entering the King of the Ring tournament. The interesting part about that is that obviously Finn Balor is going after the World Heavyweight Championship at the moment, and if Damian Priest is successful in this tournament, in the King of the Ring tournament, then he could potentially get a title opportunity. So if Finn Balor holds that World Heavyweight Championship, then there's going to be a bit of a sticky situation in the Judgment Day, unless Damian Priest opts to go after the Intercontinental Championship, which I'm not sure he would do. But as for now, Damian Priest looking to try and solidify himself in the singles area of WWE, trying to prove himself as a singles star. But he has a surprise opponent here tonight. Stone Cold has arranged for an unannounced opponent, so even Damian Priest is unaware as to who he's coming up against here. So I hope Damian Priest is prepared. I guess that he wanted a challenge to prove himself as a single star, so I guess Stone Cold decided, well, let's give you a surprise opponent and see how you fare with that. So let's see who Damian Priest is coming up against. So Damian Priest awaiting his surprise opponent, and oh my goodness. Well, this is some surprise. Damian's nodding his head in approval almost. The Beast Incarnate is here on Monday Night Raw, and he's entering the King of the Ring tournament. This does not bode well for the world champion. Oh my goodness, Carmelo Hayes could be in some trouble. Because, I mean, Damian Priest is no slouch, but this is Brock Lesnar we're talking about. The Beast is ready to feast, and he's back in WWE. My goodness. Why on earth has he decided to join the King of the Ring tournament? I guess he wants another world title. I'm assuming that's why he's here. My goodness. Well, I don't think anyone in this crowd would have expected this tonight. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, has shown up to Monday Night Raw to enter the King of the Ring tournament. I'm in shock. I think Damian Priest must be in a little bit of shock as well. This whole crowd is stunned. My word. Now, how on earth has Damian Priest prepared himself for this? He hasn't. He didn't even know who his opponent was. Even if you knew that your opponent was Brock Lesnar, I don't think you could prepare enough. But here we are, Brock Lesnar making his debut in Universe mode. My word. Damian Priest has one hell of a challenge on his hands here. Damian Priest straight out of the gate. Now these two locking up. Damian Priest needs to get a good quick start on Brock Lesnar here. Big elbow drop delivered. I want to take the attack to the Beast, because as soon as the Beast starts slowing things down, that's when things get a little bit out of hand and you can lose grip on this one. But so far, Brock Lesnar locking in the bear hug, but Damian Priest able to get out of it, forcing his way out of that one. Didn't want to stay in that hold too long. Now, Damian Priest, what's he got planned here? Damian Priest with a stamp to the chest, a stamp to the heart of the Beast, and another elbow drop as well, targeting the chest area of the Beast. Damian Priest out to the outside. These two going to brawl a little bit on the concrete here. Damian Priest with Brock Lesnar up and slams him down face first onto the concrete. Well, Damian Priest has a good start at the moment. Oh my goodness, I think the Beast has been busted wide open. He's not going to respond well to that. A huge gash across the temple of Brock Lesnar, and sending Brock Lesnar. I thought he was going into the ring post for a second there, but Brock able to slide into the ring instead and avoid more damage. Brock Lesnar now with Damian Priest into a suplex. Suplex City is coming to Monday Night Raw. I think the Beast has been woken up after being busted open, but Damian Priest up to his feet quickly. and takes the Beast off guard once again. Damian Priest so far doing well, and Damian Priest though up on Brock Lesnar's shoulders. Luckily Brock Lesnar wasn't thinking about the F5 just yet. Brock Lesnar now, the power on display. A deadlift powerbomb, making it look like Damian Priest weighs absolutely nothing. But Damian Priest is a big boy himself. Off the ropes now. And Damian Priest slamming Brock Lesnar down face first. Damian Priest really taking the fight to Brock Lesnar. What a boost this could be for Damian Priest if he's able to topple the Beast here tonight. Especially after not even knowing that he's your opponent. Brock Lesnar though, not going to make things easy for Damian Priest. Now, sending Damian Priest into the corner. Brock Lesnar feeling it here. And he's targeting the arm. He could be thinking about that Kimura lock potentially later on. Oh, and Damian Priest with a big elbow. These two going back and forth. Now Damian Priest. Oh, it's a huge elbow to the jaw of Brock Lesnar into the cover. But just a 1 count. Brock Lesnar got plenty of fight left. Damian Priest trying to get the crowd on his side, but it doesn't seem like they're on his side, which, to be honest, isn't too surprising, really. Yet slamming Brock Lesnar down into the cover. This one could be all over. Brock Lesnar's in trouble. No, he gets the shoulder up at a 2 count. Damian Priest measuring his man now. Could be looking to finish this one here, but Brock Lesnar able to reverse it. And a huge clothesline. Takes Damian Priest down to the mat, into the cover, just maybe sending a message there as Brock Lesnar. I doubt he believed that that would get the job done against Damian Priest. Brock Lesnar again targeting that arm. Definitely thinking about that Kimura lock. Into a German suplex. There's the first German. Not the first suplex, but the first German suplex of the fight. I'm sure we're going to see plenty more before this one's over. Brock Lesnar. What's he thinking about here? Brock Lesnar now targeting the leg perhaps, and oh my word, this is some submission hold. Well, Damian Priest is nowhere near the ropes, but luckily Brock Lesnar releases. And again, going back to those arms, going to take the power game away from Damian Priest, and especially going to take that South of Heaven chokeslam out of the arsenal of Damian Priest. But Brock Lesnar's measuring his man now. And Damian Priest up on Brock Lesnar's shoulders. In some trouble, but Damian Priest with the elbow to the jaw, able to slip out of that one. And a huge elbow of his own. Well, these two have both come close to potentially putting the other one away. But who's going to get the upper hand and who can keep the upper hand? Damian Priest just stomping away at the Beast. A little bit of frustration showing from Damian Priest. And again, Damian looking to finish this one. Lining Brock Lesnar up into the South of Heaven chokeslam, connecting. This one could be all over. Brock Lesnar's in big trouble. Into the cover. No, big kick out by Brock Lesnar. Just a 2 count. Usually just one of those gets the job done, but this is Brock Lesnar we're talking about. Into the ropes now. And Damian Priest slamming Brock Lesnar down once again. Damian Priest really is looking impressive here, considering his opponent. I mean, you look at the two fighters, and Brock Lesnar is definitely the one that looks worse off right now, but maybe Damian Priest was going for that choke slam again, but Brock Lesnar was wiser to it. I thought he may have been going for that F5 for a second there, but instead he decides to go for snake eyes in the corner. Now stomping away with a foot on the throat of Damian Priest, and Brock Lesnar's measuring his man again. Can he connect with the F5? Damian Priest in big trouble, connecting with the F5. This one could be all over. Brock Lesnar to progress in the King of the Ring tournament. No! Somehow, Damian Priest got the shoulder up. Well, that's why he's one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Oh! Huge double axe handle to the outside. Brock Lesnar just telling Damian Priest to get up. Wants to continue this fight on the outside. Just chucking Damian Priest around as if he's a bag of potatoes. Damian Priest trying to get himself back into this one. Slammed face first into the apron. Brock Lesnar's not allowing Damian Priest any time to relax, although he was taunting a little bit to the crowd there, but Brock Lesnar coming out on top. Now into the ring again we go. Brock Lesnar hooking that leg and into the suplex. Brock Lesnar again telling Damian Priest to get up. Damian Priest slowing down ever so slightly now. And Brock Lesnar with Damian Priest up and then slams him down with that powerbomb again. Now what's Brock Lesnar thinking here? Could be maybe thinking about going for another submission hold here. It looks like he is. But it seems like a new submission hold that Brock Lesnar's got in his arsenal. Could Damian Priest be about to tap out? Damian Priest taps out. Brock Lesnar has progressed in the King of the Ring tournament. Oh my word. I've just realised, I think this means Brock Lesnar and Bron Breakker are going to meet again. Brock Lesnar and Bron Breakker had some rivalry in WWE 2K24 universe mode. And things could get rekindled in the semi-final of the King of the Ring tournament. That'll be next week on Monday Night Raw. Bron Breakker versus Brock Lesnar to see who will progress to Crown Jewel. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our main event of the evening, and we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Johnny Gargano has earned himself the opportunity to go for the Intercontinental Championship, and he has Tommaso Ciampa at ringside with him. He'll be going up against the Ring General, Gunther. Gunther has been very dominant in this universe mode thus far. Absolutely destroyed Chad Gable during his first title defense of the universe mode series. He also successfully defended the title against Dominic Mysterio. Dominic has been, or before that match, was on one hell of a rise. He was undefeated before coming up against Gunther, which is why he earned that opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. But some people have argued that Dominic Mysterio kind of missed out because, and it was a little bit unfair, due to the fact that his foot was actually under a rope. But the referee didn't see it, and Gunther was able to take advantage and get the victory. Here comes the Intercontinental Champion. I'm sure he's not going to be alone. I'm sure he'll have his Imperium buddies in his corner, and he does so. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser assisting the Ring General down to the ring. Gunther, an absolutely dominant Intercontinental Champion, dominating all the competition. Anyone that steps up, he puts them down. But can Johnny Gargano be the man to dethrone Gunther here tonight? Gunther's been one of the most active superstars or active champions in this universe mode. Haven't seen many title defensives on the weekly shows, but Gunther has been putting his title on the line quite frequently. I'm sure he's had at least 2 or 3 title defenses thus far in this universe mode. I think this one will actually be the 3rd title defense, and if he's successful, then we'll have to see how much longer he can hold on to that title. But if Johnny Gargano is successful here tonight, then that's going to be one hell of a rise for Johnny Gargano. He was successful at making Bron Breakker tap out a couple of weeks back on Monday Night Raw, so that's why he's earned this opportunity. Stone Cold was very impressed by that performance and offered Johnny Gargano a title opportunity, and Johnny Gargano snatched at the opportunity, and Gunther is not someone to back down from a fight. So the Intercontinental Championship on the line. The crowd very much behind Johnny Gargano here tonight. The suspense in the air. Johnny Gargano looking a little bit nervous, but he's getting the crowd behind him. He knows what's at stake here. This could be his last opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship, to be honest. Because if Gunther is dominant, as he was against Chad Gable, then you never know what's to come next. Chad Gable ended up moving with Alpha Academy over to Friday Night SmackDown. after Gunther was finished with him, so that's the type of future that could be awaiting Johnny Gargano here tonight, but also the future for him could be the next Intercontinental Champion, the first man to dethrone and pin Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion and take that title off his hands. So main event action coming up now. Johnny Gargano looking like he may have calmed down a little bit. Was looking nervous a few moments ago, but here we are. The ring general straight out the gates with some massive chops and taking Johnny Gargano straight off his feet. Gunther, the aggression on display. This is the type of Gunther that we've learned to expect in Universe Mode, just pure aggression in each match that he comes into. Gunther now looking for a German suplex. Johnny Gargano's in some trouble, into the cover. His foot is under the rope again, but Johnny Gargano able to get the shoulder up. Gunther just staring down Johnny Gargano, huge chops to the chest. The welts are going to start building. Johnny Gargano needs to ensure that Gunther can't have too much dominance in the early going, and oh my goodness, Gunther's aggression. Johnny Gargano's in big trouble. Oh, quick kip up to his feet, and oh my word, that didn't even do anything to the ring general, and slaps to the face. I think Gunther is actually feels a little bit disrespected that Johnny Gargano is his challenger here tonight, and power slam on the outside. Now Gunther with full control in this matchup, taking Johnny Gargano back into the ring. And Johnny Gargano was maybe looking for a springboard there, and Gunther just not allowing Johnny Gargano to get any kind of offense in, and just chucking Johnny Gargano across the ring and stamping away at the back of the head of Johnny Gargano. The ring general really is one of the most dominant superstars that WWE has ever seen. And now the ring general on the top rope. He doesn't fly very often, but he's connecting with the body splash. This one could be all over. Johnny Gargano able to get the shoulder up. Staying in this one. Intercontinental Championship is on the line, and Gunther could be looking to finish things here. Gunther driving Johnny Gargano down into the mat and into the cover. This one could be all over. Tommaso Ciampa may need to get involved, but Gunther, oh my word, I don't think anyone's going to beat this man. What a dominant champion we have here with the ring general. He just wipes out his opponents within minutes. My goodness, well, I didn't even realize that turnbuckle had gone, but Gunther remains your Intercontinental Champion.